are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ show.
Yo, 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 Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is. It's time for the Alan and DJ TV show program. And of course, I go by the name Alan.
And this is your boy DJ.
DJ, what's going on, man?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Not good at all, bro.
Really? Why?
See, Bambi crushing on somebody else, man.
Oh,
Besides this other deer, bro. She, you know, I'm cool, y'all. I'm cool. You know, like the other deer got bigger antlers, and you know, boy, like did he rip some? He ripped some type of other animal. I don't know what was going on there, but he brought her the food back, and I guess his hunting skills is better than mine. And you know, it hurts because she said, "I'm with you," and you know, you don't gotta worry about anything. But I feel like you're crushing on that other deer. I feel like you crushing on them. And I don't know, DJ, sometimes, like, is it normal to feel this way when you see, like, somebody could be just, like, you know, seeing that, you know, somebody could be crushing on somebody else? Let's talk about that today, man.
Okay.
Let's talk about that today. Because I know I'm going through it out here, and y'all probably going through it with me. So we're going to talk about, is it normal to feel hurt when your crush is crushing on someone else? And I know we all been there before.
Absolutely.
I'm there right now with my Bambi, but we gonna figure it out because I'm the man that she needs, and the only man that she needs. But you know, it's normal out there, guys, and I feel you. Like, you know, you might have that woman or that guy that you crushing on at the job, but you know, you might feel like, you know, they crushing on somebody else, and you might overheard it. So without further ado, we're only gonna bring this to you that way the Alan and DJ show is accustomed to bringing it to you. So let's start with like acknowledging your feelings. So that's the baseline that we're going to start with. And let's talk about bullet point number 1, DJ. Let's talk about breathe and just accept it.
Okay. Basically, what you want to do when it comes down to like breathing and accept it is like basically what it does is it helps you relax, it helps relieve stress, and it helps to relieve tension. Because at the end of the day, you can't control what your crush is going through.
That's true. And you also can't control, you know what I'm saying, like who they're crushing on. You know, just because you like that person or whatever the case may be, but she might like the athlete, like the jock, or you know, like the guy who got like probably like higher status, or he clouded up. So, you know, I just say breathing. I just say take a deep breath. Just acknowledge the sadness, and you know, I know it's disappointing at times. And I feel you. But, you know, you have to just accept it. And it's okay to feel hurt because these feelings are only temporary.
Absolutely. But what you also want to do is just basically just embrace the feelings.
Yep.
Like, because it's going to happen. And you can't control that person's feelings towards another person. And you can't control how you feel towards that other person. All you have to do is just embrace it. And once you embrace it and accept it, then you can actually start the healing process and move forward.
And then I also want to tie this bullet point in with another bullet point, because since we're aligning on the same topic, don't get angry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Don't get angry, because that's the first thing people do. Like, you ever notice, like, you know, like, okay, like that girl that, you know, I couldn't have, or I'd be like, hey, mama, what's up? Come over here. Ooh, you know, you remember that stuff back in like the late 90s?
Yeah.
And the girl won't come, then you call out her name, or, you know, whatever the case may be, right? Or, you know, she don't like you, and now you don't say you angry, and now you cussing her out, whatever the case may be. Or vice versa. Like, some ladies do the same thing. So I say don't get angry. Just try not to get angry. You know, like, try not to get angry at your crush. And don't get angry at yourself neither. Like, man, I ain't did enough. Or maybe I'm just ugly. Maybe this, you know, no, like, we're not going to do that.
Nope.
Because it's not your fault that they feel the way that they feel.
Yeah, like, the reason why you don't want to get angry is because sometimes anger make you do crazy things, man. And And to make you, and it's also a way of like losing emotional control over your situation.
And one thing that, we always talked about and we preached about was always managing and regulating your emotions. Like we even did a whole show on that before. So, you most definitely want to control your emotions. Like don't let a few seconds or a minute or two cost you maybe years behind bars because you found out that she didn't like you. Now you got angry and now you like bust the windows out and flattered her car, put sugar in her tank, all the little crazy stuff, all the little Lifetime movie stuff, just acknowledge it, man. That's all we saying. Acknowledge it, accept it, and don't get mad because that's just the way that they feel.
But the crazy thing too, Al, is what people can how to understand it is basically what can happen is, let's say you can't control that and you do get angry. What you can do is basically use that anger as fuel to be the best version of yourself.
There you go.
Level up.
Level up, man. Like improve. That's what we always talk about day in and day out. Improve, 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 improve. Like there's to me, like how they say, like the best experiences in life is like self-experience and the experiences that you usually go through. It's like reflecting and you like, dang, like I learned something from that. But trust me, ain't nothing like leveling up. Because when you level up, it's FOMO. And what do we always say, DJ? They gonna fear of missing out.
Yep.
Even with some of the ladies, like some of the fellas out there, ladies, like level up. Get that body right. Get that summer body right. Get your coins together. Keep your hair done more than ever now. Get them nails done. Because now that's an extra expense that you don't got to worry about no more.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you can put all that self-care to yourself and stay focused. And I guarantee you, man, they're going to come crawling back. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
But also now, I want to shift this over now to let's talk about shifting your focus to self-care. So I'm going to say with the bullet point number 3, I want to talk about engaging in happy activities. Now, how does this tie in, DJ, to is it normal to feel hurt when your crush is crushing on someone else?
Basically, what happens in this state is basically like it helps you forget about the situation, or it helps you cope with the situation.
That's true.
Yep.
Because when you find it's something that you enjoy doing, that's why with some of the heartbreaks that I went through in the past, I used to tell myself, I'm going to take myself shopping and forget about it. Easier said than done, because a moment's going to come past when you at the crib at night, or something might come up and you might be like, man, I remember me and old girl used to do that together, or X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah. But
the goal is to try to fill your day up with activities as much as possible. Try to stay focused. Try to do things that bring you joy. Go see a movie with some other friends, or go out with some other friends. Go hang out. Go listen to some music and call a friend over, and y'all can go for a walk. You can go by the lakefront. There's so many different things that you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I like fragrances. So I take myself to go fragrance shopping. And I just forget about everything in that moment. Not saying that those thoughts are not going to come back, but that's the way that you can start to learn how to quickly heal.
Absolutely. But you can also, another example of happy activities you could do is exercise. A lot of people like to exercise, or a lot of people like to write. So you could write to express your feelings and get them out on a piece of paper. And now and you read them back to you. Now you know how stupid you look or how you feel in person, as opposed to if you was to keep it bottled in, and now all of a sudden you're lashing out because you didn't unleash them emotions.
No, not at all. And even with, some bullet point 4, which ties into bullet point 3, spending time with others, that always helps.
Absolutely.
Because you can always be in a great company of a friend that you maybe had not had caught up with in a long time. And, you can make plans and you can get around family, stay busy, and just remind yourself that these are the most important relationships to me in my life. So they could be in your life as well. It's always good to get around family, smiling, having a good time. And I know it's gonna creep into your mind. I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy. That, you know, you like, man, like, I really was crushing on her, man. And, you know, I ain't know that she was feeling somebody else, because she could have told you that she was feeling somebody else. And I know that's just like a knife in the heart, or, you know, you just like this twisted knot in your stomach. You like, oh, man. But I also say that to say this, too. You have to make your move. If you feel like you crushing on somebody, make your move, or else somebody else will.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Al. But what spending time with others do is it basically, like, they help you get through your situation by talking about the situation or providing solutions to the situation, which meaning, like, they give you that emotional support.
Emotional support that you need.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, we all need to talk to somebody.
Yep.
And, you know, it's up to you. Do what you want to do. You can pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to talk to a therapist, which is going to give you the same type of advice that I'm going to give you for free.
Yep.
Or, you know, like your family going to give you for free. Some might not say it the way that you like to hear it, but it's all coming from a good place.
Yep.
You know, like, you know, and we all got that family to be like, I told you to leave your stupid butt alone. Or I told you to leave that fast tail girl alone. She ain't nothing, no way. She ain't got nothing she can offer you. But they mean well, though. You know, like, they coming from it from a good place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you know, like, don't try to read too much into everything. But also with bullet point 5, man, you know, I want to talk about this one as well, man. Try to find an outlet.
Oh, yeah. This is good. This is good. No, basically, like, when you find an outlet, like, it helps you focus on your own happiness and your own self-acceptance.
And then using the outlet to, you know what I'm saying, like, cultivate with your feelings. Like, you know, whether it's by talking to a friend, like DJ said earlier, writing in a journal, or whether if it's like doing something creative. Like somebody like me, I love to film. I love to write shows. Me and DJ and Will all share the same common entrance. You know what I'm saying, to a degree. So, you know, I can always get up with people that, like, I know I could trust, or, you know, like, I can always go to our production managers, John, Colin, Erica. You know, like, I can talk to them about maybe doing something creative or coming up with a creative process. And that'll keep you busy. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it'll get your mind off your crush, because once again, who am I to tell you how to feel?
Absolutely.
But just because you're crushing on them, you got to get this out your head that you think, oh, yeah, when I go up to her, it's going to be that. Because you don't know what she's looking for. She might want somebody fat. She might want somebody skinny. Yeah. She might want somebody tall. She might want somebody short. That's what makes us all different. People like what they like.
Absolutely. And, like, other examples of these outlets are basically, like, you can get off into music. Like, you know, people like to orchestrate a band so they can play their own music that they like. Some people like gaming. Some people like painting. Other people like fixing and making things, because it's a way of therapy. It's their way of therapy, getting through what they need to get through.
Facts. And then let's go and tie this in with this one right here. Let's talk about moving forward.
Okay.
So when we talk about moving forward, let's talk about distracting yourself, which is, we kind of touched on that a little bit, but I'm going to take distracting yourself from a different standpoint. Okay. So let's talk about distracting yourself when it comes to, like, filling up your calendar with fun plans, new activities, learning a new language, or even getting into a new hobby, or trying things that you never tried before. And you filling your calendar up, be like, okay, this day I'm going to get up with this chick right here. We're going to do this. Then this family time, I'm going to get up with the family. And I know, like, yeah, the homie's going to come through. We got this going on. We're going to go to a game. Now it's something exciting that you're looking forward to. And little before you know it, you're going to look back and say, man, I'm really starting to move on.
And what distracting yourself actually does is it basically refocuses your mind on what really matters.
Exactly. Like, all you're doing is reconditioning your mind. Yep. So, maybe probably about the first 3 or 4 days, you might be hurt thinking about that ex, or thinking about that crush. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, somebody that you was crushing on. You like, man, I really liked her, man. Or, you know, the ladies out there, you might be like, I really liked him. Why don't look at me the way he look at me? Because you can't assume, you know what I'm saying, that, like, everybody's going to be like you, or or just because you like him or because you like her, you think that this individual gonna like you back. It's not gonna always work like that.
No.
But once you start to make yourself busy, you start to make plans now, like before you know it, like you just a busy cat. You know what I'm saying? You got your schedule filled up. I got a lot going on right now. See if I can fit you in when I can. And and before I kick a bucket back to DJ, it is normal to feel this way. Like, cause can't nobody tell you how to feel, but man, at some point too, man, you got to just move forward.
Absolutely.
Got to fit that.
All right, but an example of like Al, you gave like great examples, but like another example of like how you could distract yourself is work, because what work does, you make money, and when you make money, you go out and buy things, and when you buy things, that genuinely makes you happy.
And it brings joy to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like most definitely. And then bullet point 7. This is gonna sound weird, but considering the fantasy. Whoa, Al, like, man, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm about to break it down to you. Recognize that you built a fantasy around your crush, so you already got this image in your head. And most women do this. You know what I'm saying? Most women do this. But that's what they're designed to do. Some don't know that they want to get married before they 5 years old. Like they groomed into that. Like they like to play with Barbie dolls. That they're already trained to say, hey, I want to have a kid one day. They nurture like that. We ain't thinking like that. We playing with racing cars and all kind of stuff, right? But they got this fantasy in their head already. Like, I'm going to have to picket white fence and I have 2 or 3 kids and I'm going to have a couple of cars and the American dream, right? But reality is reality. And the reality is that what a relationship could be like is the unknown, which means that you don't know what this person is like. You don't know what she or he brings to the table. And most importantly, try not to get yourself too invested into the fantasy.
Absolutely.
Because that's where you can go wrong at. And then, you'll be highly shocked. Like, you'll be feeling a little salty. Lotteries.
No, but it's crazy, Al, because like when you consider the fantasy, like everybody wants to be with that fantasy, but at some point they have to accept the reality that it is. So like, if your fantasy is to be with somebody that you was crushing on, and it comes to turn and it turns out to be like not that it turns out that person ends up being with somebody else, you got to accept that reality now. Like that, your fantasy was to be with that person. Now you're not with that person. Now you have to face that reality. So basically embrace those particular emotions, but learn to accept those emotions and move forward from there.
Because, like, look at it like this. Sometimes God protects you from something that you ain't even see coming. How you know he or she, or how you know this person ain't toxic, or this person can be abusive, or this person got the looks on the outside and appear to be charming, but they actually have nothing going on in their life. So sometimes, like, it ain't meant for you always to have that crush. Like, we all had that crush in high school. You look at that one girl, you're like, man, I do anything to be with her, bro. But she crushing on the captain of the football or basketball team, DJ. Like, she crushing on him. Yeah. So, you're like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So, I say that to say this, man, like, don't get too invested into your fantasies in your head. Reality gonna hit at some point, and you just gotta be willing to move forward with that. Absolutely. And bullet point 8, man, just keeping your options open, man.
Oh yeah, like with this, like you basically want to keep your options open, because what it does is like someone like it'll basically align yourself with that other person that you need to be aligned with. Like you'll end up finding that person by keeping your options open, and y'all both will align with each other. So, and y'all both have the same interests and everything in that process.
And like I always say, you find who you love doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have found their partners through work or, going on a trip has something to do with both of their jobs and experience. So when I say keep your options open, like, man, like, don't just focus on one person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot more other people out there. And, and there's many more people out there, but especially like Don't focus on just that as just that one crush. You're like, oh my God, if I can have nobody. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out there for everybody. And when you keep your options open, like I always say, like, until you guys decide to say, hey, let's date exclusively, he or she has that right to date multiple people.
Absolutely.
And nobody get ridiculed. I mean, what you mean? No, you date with me. It's not going to be me. Like,
oh, you hear that all the time.
Right. Calm down. It's only day 3 I've known you. And let's say, like, you're on a dating app. Oh, here it goes. Strike them home, Al. That person is talking to 5 to 7 to 10 to 15, 20 people. So what makes you think that you're going to be the only one? And yeah, you might be crushing on him like, yeah, this is it. But he ain't saying this is it. Or she ain't saying this is it. So keep your options open. You meet different type of people too. And see which one resonates with what you got going on. And you guys see if it has similar interests and something in common.
Absolutely.
And then the last one, you know, like, it's just time to give it up. So DJ, like, why should you just give it up at this point if you realize, like, reality is just, like, sinking in?
This is a quote. I don't know the person that said this quote, but, like, I've heard it a lot. But basically the quote is, time heals all wounds.
Time heals all wounds. And you know, give it time. You know, it's not going to be easy. So, you know, like, getting over a crush isn't an instant thing that you could do right away. And I get it. But be patient with yourself. And also trust yourself to feel better over time because it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, yeah, the first 3 days to maybe a couple of weeks, might be like, ugh. But then you're going to start noticing you're doing different things. You're going to start, the less and less of that person that you not talking to or seeing on a daily, the less and less it's going to be easy to get over that person. Don't even go on their social media. I encourage you, don't go on her social media. Or don't go on his social media. Get it out your mind. They don't exist. If you got to block them, block them. If you got to unfriend them, unfriend them. You don't want nothing to see with that person no more. You ain't thinking about them. And within time heals all wounds. Now, DJ, what's your final thought when it comes to, is it normal to feel hurt when a crush is crushing on someone else?
Basically, like, what you want to do first is, like, just acknowledge your feelings, man. Like, understand that you're going to have these feelings and you have to embrace these feelings. And once you embrace these feelings, take the time to, like, take care of yourself and accept these feelings for what they are. And sometimes you can utilize these feelings and use it as fuel to, like, get you ahead in life.
Most def. I'm just saying, keep your options open, man. Like, don't get stuck on one person. It's cool to have that one target that you like, y'all really targeting that person, but I can't get focused on that person. That person could quit the job. That person could leave, whatever the case may be. The person can get fired. Or, you know, the person can move out of state, then what? You know, like, you always want to keep your options open. And, you know, just distract yourself with having a good time. Not a long time, but a very good time. Just, you know, enjoying yourself. And most importantly, when you realize I did all I could do, it's just time to move forward. And when you do that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Alan and DJ Show. You can find the Alan and DJ Show at gmail.com. If you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next, and you can find the Alan and DJ Show on YouTube, and you can find us on our fan page on Facebook. And you can also find the producer extraordinaire, William J. Smith, on Instagram and Facebook, and yours truly, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, man, it's normal, but move forward. And when you move forward, you're moving up higher, because the goal is to go higher. And stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.